Hello again, everybody. This is Nick the Creep, and we're back for another Redstone contraption. Now, guys, this isn't something that I designed myself. I know what you're thinking. Aww. Yeah, this is a design that's been around for a while, but I think it's really awesome, and it's a little complicated how it works exactly, because there's a lot happening here. But I'm gonna try and do my best to explain how it works, and then we're gonna build it. So what this is, guys, is a system for drop lighting. We hit this and we get a drop light pops out. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Glowstone drop lighting. And then retracts, and because of the variable double piston extender, it doesn't double extend every time, and we get a flush ceiling then. Alright, now that you're amazed and impressed, and now that you want to build this in your world and have it for all of your lights, let's go ahead and get started with building it, and I'll try and explain it. Okay, everybody, all you need for this is a 4x5 platform. So you're going to want to go ahead and get your platform set up. If you're installing this in a world, it might be a little bit trickier. But we've got our 4x5 platform, and we want to use 2 normal pistons here. And then we're going to build up a little bit here, and we want to get 2 sticky pistons facing down. We want to make sure that we have a gap all the way across here. Now, the next thing we want to do is, let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll start with this piston. So we're going to put a block next to it with the repeater going in at 4 ticks. That's what's going to power this piston. Out of that block, we also want a secondary repeater. Now back here, we need a repeater at 4 ticks and a block in the corner. So this is how the power is going to get through. Instead of using redstone, we're using blocks more or less. Now we want to stair step this up here and here. Oop, my mistake. And from this point, we want to drop our block in the middle here with a repeater going in, and same here with the repeater going in. Now this bottom line here is going to be for this piston. This middle row here is going to operate this torch that you're going to put here which powers both of these pistons, as you can see. And this one here is going to do your top piston. Now, we want to come back down below here to this repeater that's coming out of that first corner block, and we're going to run him straight into a block. Now, above there, we want to put a repeater facing backwards into the system at 4 ticks, going back into this block with this torch. And now what's going to happen here is this power is going to come through. Yeah, we want a torch here as well with a block. Okay, you just saw what happened. It just did stuff. So yeah, when power comes through the system, it's going to go through this repeater, which of course this is going to get power first. It's going to go through that repeater, shut the torch off, which is going to shut this power down that's in this block, which we are currently feeding into that repeater right there. Okay, so when the power goes through this whole system here, it's going to shut this torch off. And more or less what this little thing does is it gives the pistons like a double fire, more or less, because when power comes through this repeater and hits this torch, it flickers for just a split second. It gives this a flickering effect here. Okay, so let's come back around to the back here, and next to where we have this torch, we want another torch here, a block. This is our input block here. This is where our power is going to go in. A torch above the input block, and this is what is running up to our top line here. I'm sorry if I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this and it's a little bit all over the place, but there's a lot happening in such a small machine here. Okay, so that's going to be powering our top row. Now, from this point, we want to put a block here with a repeater facing out. You see he already gets power at 4 ticks. Now, the reason he's getting power is because, where is it? Let me see if I can find a good viewpoint here. is, where is it? Oh, it's underneath. You can't actually see it. Behind our input is that torch that we put down, which is getting power because everything is off currently. So it has its power going up into this block, which shuts off this top line, but it feeds power into this secondary row here. Now from our input as well, we need a second line of power. We're kind of going all three directions here, with a block on top, another torch, and another block on top. So this kind of feeds up to this circuit breaker here. We want a sticky piston facing down with a block, and that's got our 4-tick repeater feeding into it there. Okay, from that point we need to pull power from that sticky piston block out like that with 3 ticks into a block, and this is what's powering this piston over here. As you can see, it flipped on, and then a block here, repeater on top, and redstone, and that's got our top power, or our repeater at the top powered a secondary way. Okay, so now you can see it's in the off position where the roof is flush. We need to put our glowstone down. Okay, and our input needs a lever. Now what's going to happen, guys, is we're going to flip the lever, and power is going to feed through this chain over to here, powering this piston, and at the same time, behind here, this is going to be getting power, which is going to shut off that torch, which is going to shut off this repeater, which is going to flicker this guy here. He's going to do a flickering. Ooh, we almost forgot one piece of redstone dust here, guys. I'm sorry. We got one piece of redstone dust. Okay, I'm sure this is extremely hard to follow. I'm doing a terrible, terrible job. But let me see if I can explain. Power goes through, fires this. This whole system underneath here shuts off, which flickers this guy. He's going to pull up, and then more or less this is going to push the andesite block over and put the glowstone in place, and this will flicker back down again. You'll see. Let's hit it here. Whoa, something went wrong there. We had a little bit of lag there. There we go. Okay. Now it went back flush. Let's try it one more time. And we get our drop lighting. You can cover this up right here. So this is a really, really compact, crazy block swapper variable piston design that works really well. Not designed by me. Ah, stupid rain, I hate you so much. I hope this has been fairly easy for you to follow. The main thing is getting your repeaters at the proper timing. But as you can see, when this gets shut off, or my mistake, when this gets power, not only does power go out this way around to that small circuit system that we had worked out there, but it also goes up this way, which lets this block get pushed down. It sends power up here, and it sends this down, which cuts off the signal here. So there's a lot happening here. But this is an awesome design. I really love it. I love having the drop lighting. This is something that really can spruce your base up. You can do something simple like add a T flip-flop feeding into this input block. That way you can use pressure plates or buttons, and you don't have to use a lever, because no one really uses levers, right? Who uses levers? But yeah, T flip-flop, pretty simple. You should be able to figure that out, no problem. Let's just throw a block there just for purtiness sake, make it all purty looking. But guys, I hope this has been fairly easy for you to follow. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Feel free to share this on your social media sites, and if you're not subscribed, why don't you go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any other videos like this that we might be doing in the future. I hope everybody enjoyed, and have a great day. Bye bye.